was happening. Anthony literally jumped ship and slammed for a smaller, faster vessel. He routed about 40 ships of his own and followed Cleopatra out of the battle. Once they were in the pier, Antony transferred to Cleopatra's flagship, and we are told that he refused to speak to her for 3 days. According to Plutarch, he went forward to the crowd and sat down by himself in silence, holding his head in his hands. We are never told whether this whole thing was a prearranged plan between Antony and Cleopatra, or if Cleopatra's flight had caught Antony by surprise. The fact that the Egyptian fleet had been held in reserve the whole time, with their sails assembled and ready to go, suggests that this was a prearranged plan. But at the same time,
Hello. Cool, okay. Excuse me. Hey, look. So exhausted. Went out for a massive walk today, so whoa, that's a long way. Cool, okay. Probably gonna play for enough after this. I don't know for sure though. I feel like the makeup could be a bit jarring. Okay, of course that happened. Of course it did. I commit Sabuku. Fine, they win. Whatever. I'm going to probably put something else on. Maybe Double Daylight, I don't know. Or, that off enough too. Hey, Gag. Hello. I'm just here with these big flowery shoulder things. So, yeah. Put my hair in a ponytail today. It looks more comfortable, but it's like, gah. What are you even doing? I don't know myself. I'm very, very delusionally, stupidly contemplating things to do maybe in the future, but like maybe I won't do them. It's like, I don't know. Basically, I need to get a plan. Basically, I need to get a plan. So, yeah, now it's loading. So I will probably take this thing away while it's loading. Well, I'm not sure if to keep these on or not. Ew, you look so weird. Yes, like, took a lot of time to get all this ready. I got these things on my shoulders. Maybe look like a little flower or something, maybe. I buy way too much shit. I got like 1,100 different crop tops and skirts, and I don't know, just mix and match, mix and match every single day. And why is this not loading? Hey. Love the blank look, thank you. It's pretty blank, it's pretty vapid. It's pretty like, I'm just not there. It's just like the face of a rat. But yeah, anyways. I'm not sure how I feel about these things though. Do you see these things on the side? It's like, I like them, but then, I don't know, I think that could be a bit too much, I don't know. Hello 2018, how are you doing? I vaguely remember your username. Do I know you yet? Or are you just new and you're just, I don't know, gonna tell me, oh, I'm new actually. But yeah. I feel like I remember everyone. Okay, gonna play it. I don't want that, I want solo. Confirm. Cool, okay. I don't know. Gag. I just fucking practice every single day. Practice a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And then it just fucking happens. Like, you know, it's called practice makes perfect is what it's called. I'm probably going to take these two off though. Although they are pretty hard to get off now. I have to get like one off my arm and then the other one will follow. Oh my God. Ah. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'd already have one. I can go like, yeah, what's up, mate? But I'd already have one. Put one on, but is that different? Is that different, Mesh? Oh my God. Okay, cool. That's going to stay there now. So I need that to stay there and be perfect. Then I'm going to turn the face this way. And then I'm going to put that to there. Thank you, La Cement. Mucho gracias, por favor. Okay. So then if I put this to there, to right there. Yeah, cool. Okay. Keep that like so. And I'll probably go on to FNAF too because I haven't done it in a bit. I found you with a beard. I have never freaking made a video of me with a beard, so I don't know. If you have, I would be surprised. Please show it to me. Please show me. Thank you, Lily. Appreciate it, Lils. Meow, meow. Appreciate it. But yeah, I doubt that's true. 2018. Thank you, Weasley Van. Thank you. Finally. Get any appreciation I deserve. No, I don't speak Spanish. I love Spain though. I want to visit it at some point. I also love how Spain's doing its own thing. Just like, fuck the EU. We're not going to match this. Why should we pay for America's wars? Like, yes! I'm just like, wow. Why can't we have brave leaders in this country? But instead we have Kid Starver. Very bad guy. Night 2, Night 3, Night 4. I reckon I'll have to do Night 3 again. Just so I can get ready to do like Night 4. So, love your midriff. Thank you. Cheers. What does that mean? Is that like an angel emoji? Or I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what exactly you mean by that. Because I'm not too familiar with those emojis. So yeah. By the way, what is a midriff? I'm so curious. I just am dumb. I don't know. Midriff. I'm like, what is that? I don't know. Do you mean like these things? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, okay. I get you. So I was dumb. See, I was just like, oh. Yeah. Makes sense though. That's why I wear a crop top. Ugh. It's like facepalm moment. Dumb. Mucho dumb. Probably gonna have to cut my nails at some point though. Jesus Christ, it's taking a while to load. Gal? Like, yeah? Okay. Baddie Slayer. No, you Slayer. Stay out of the way. I'm not a baddie. I'm a goodie. Goody two shoes. I pick up litter and return purses snatched by criminals to old ladies. I'm a goodie. I do good things. Good things. Only good things. Super duper strawberry bubble bath are a bunch of words that I can say. Jesus Christ, it's taken long to load. I'm gonna die of old age by the time that this thing loads. Oh, hi, Rosemary. Goody Slayer. Thank you. 2018. That is what I said. So, yeah. Very goody. Hi, Rosemary. I saw your message on, oh. Sorry, started. I don't even smack. I don't know what you're telling me. Okay. Look at me. I'm up to the stage. There's all the animatronics. Hello, Chica, Freddy, Bonnie. I see you guys. I saw you before. Yeah, I live stream a lot. Hello, Plasma. Are you ready to be bullied again for your political positions? I would love nothing more. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm going to try and not be a totally big old meanie today. Hey, Strawberry Shortcake. How are you doing? I'm pretty okay. Sorry, I always get here late. It's hardly your fault. I always stream late. So, okay, I need to go onto this straight away and immediately wind up the music box because otherwise I'm going to die. Now let me do the L. Okay, there's Foxy. Piss off, asshole. I'm not talking to any of you, I'm just talking to Foxy. If I get fucking jump scared, I'm gonna freaking rage quit this, honestly. Okay, I got the mask on though. Hope you're joking, it makes me sad. Well, just stop having bad political beliefs, my bro. And it'll be, like, not sad or something. Like, do you get me? Do you get me? Do you get me? But yeah. It's not that difficult. Man, Foxy, screw away, please. It is quite early. Yes, I'll cool. I do not need this fucking puppet thing doing anything freaky. Please, puppet, do not do anything bad. Because, I don't know, that would be bad and stuff. So, yeah. Can I take this off? Okay, cool. I'm doing pretty alright so far, to be honest. Is that Foxy again? Foxy! What the hell? It's only night 3. And I just see how I'm just, like, inundated with Foxy. Yeah, okay. Screw off, please. Bye-bye. Okay, cool. I need to quickly do this thing again. 2122Y. What the fuck does that mean? Is that like a future year or something? Okay. Can see some animatronics going here. Just because I have cat ears doesn't make me a fairy. Meow meow. Oh, there's Bonnie. Bonnie's right outside. So yeah. Press the red button already. I am pressing the red button. Don't know what you mean. Oh, Foxy, go away. Okay, cool. Foxy's going away finally. Foxy just pisses me off sometimes. Why is he like the only animatronic to, like, you know, not get this? Oh, of course Chica's going in there. Okay, I'm going to put the mask on quickly. Has your screen froze or is it my connection? No. It shouldn't be frozen. Maybe it's just your connection. Oh, Foxy, piss off. Okay, luckily I managed to put my mask on in time, so that's pretty good. Fuck off, Chica. I don't want you here. Oh, fuck. Okay, Bonnie's got me. Definitely. I was too slow. How the fuck did that happen? I thought I was definitely got there. They're just walking around. They don't even care about me. Stop trying to jump scare me, bruv. Oh my god. Okay, there's Teddy. There's Teddy. There's Freddy. What? Okay. One of my houses being renovated for my new tenants. That's so kind. That's so kind of you to allow your tenants to renovate their own houses. I think that's really cool and really kind. You don't know what you're talking about, Plasma. You have no clue. No. So you're gonna have to go. No worries, Queen, it's fine. Gotta have your own life, do your own things. Oh, Puppet, would you please, like, not get on my nerves, please? This game. Lee Blinken and fly. I don't even freaking fly. I have a serious medical condition which causes me to grow, like, really long eyelashes. But it's not my fault. I swear to God, if I freaking die, going to be so pissed. I'm actually trying so hard to get to night 3. So hard. No one even appreciates it. Okay. There you are. Can you go away, please, Bonnie? I just need to make sure that, what do you call it? Freddy does not get in here. I think Fox is watching me as well, so that's cool. I'm sorry, Bottle Chicken. I hope you didn't deserve to be banned. I'm sure that you didn't, so... Oh, screw you, Golden fucking Freddy! Fuck off! Okay, the puppet's gonna get me. Okay, there's a puppet. Okay. Hey, Lang. Thank you. I know I am, but what are you? So... Guess we're both. I didn't appreciate that. I thought it was unfair. It was very biased and unfair and very uncool. So, yeah. But yeah, it was pretty... I don't know, I just don't feel like I deserved to be mauled like that. I don't know. What do you think? The viewers? Thank you, Daniel. I did. Look. Flawless. Flawless perfection. So, yeah. To be fair, I did like yesterday as well. But I had like a really dull, shit, terrible poopy pants razor that just freaking was all nicked and like totally effed. And yeah, ducked. So I got a new one. And that has fixed the problem. So yeah. I'll take it as a compliment because, you know, it shows that I have put in considerable effort and stuff. So, yeah. Hey, you are back home to dust. Freaking weirdo. That's mean. So, yes. Got a very fresh, delicious look. Please read the Bible. I have read the Bible. And let me tell you, I know more of the Bible than you do. Okay? Bibble. It's like a two-sided comment. I think it is two-sided, but you know, I still take it as like a semi-compliment or something. Lizard, yes. I have 4 snakes. 4 snakes. 4 massive snakes. Well, 2 big snakes. 2 of the snakes are tiny, but you know, they're still pretty big. So 4 medium-sized, 4 average are snakes. So just what I have. Oh my god, my back of my head is like so itchy. You haven't read a book in honestly 5 years. Aha. Well, we actually have more in common than you think then. Because it's currently taking me so long to prepare for work because I have to do a lot of reading and I don't like it. I usually do it after I've done streaming. So like after I've done streaming, I'll probably go and read some shit about kitchens. Just like, do not let rats into the kitchen. Do not freaking insert rat droppings into the custard creams. And I need to learn this shit because I work in a kitchen. I need to be knowledgeable. So yeah. I didn't learn that much either. Thank you, Angel Dust. Of course, I like any edit made of me. And yeah. It's new makeup today. It's fresh. I got some freaking eyeliner. I got the flashes, but I also got like this cool new lipstick. So that's cool. Thinking it's not that cool though, because I usually get more views, but you know, it's fine. 20 views is acceptable. YouTube is so cruel. Just like, oh, you're getting 200 views. Oh, you're getting really? And I'm like, oh no. So yeah, it's so cruel sometimes. Hey, Cherry. You used to. Oh. I haven't even started my job yet, so you're immediately like a better chef than me. Do not let me make any food, please. I mean, I won't be putting like a rat poison or bleach in my food, but you know, probably mess it up anyway. Oh, that raw chicken smells fresh enough. I can use that, no problem. No problem, boo. Does anyone know how to order from Amazon? Yeah. Well, you need to like create an account first, and then you can put your card in. Or if you have Google Pay, oh no, wait, you do need your card. But yeah, just create an account. You can Google it or like watch a tutorial video, just like how to create an Amazon account. If you're in the UK or whatever. Kitchen environments used to be manic. Yes. I haven't worked in a kitchen, but I have been to McDonald's a lot, and they're always so busy. So I hope that like I'm not totally busy all the time. Kashish is king. True, unfortunately. We are all slaves. We are all whores to capitalism. It's mucho bad. Love the lashes. Thank you, Emily. Spent a lot of time putting them on today. Your Bluetooth is a very, very big. What does that mean, Mohammed? Do you mean my what? I'm not sure what that means. Do you mean my range? Do you mean I have Bluetooth? What's going on? It's very normal, meow meow. Plasma. People are freaking spamming stuff, honestly. I thought you weren't going to bully me over my... When did I do that? I never even did that. Name a single time when I did that. Single time. I'm waiting. Of course you can, Lily. Meow meow. Everyone go and subscribe to Lily because they're awesome and cool and shit. So do that. No worries, Lily. Kitchen staff kind of like family. Yeah, I want to have that as well. I want to have like, you know, family, but like working in the kitchen, but I haven't started it yet. I hope that I'll do okay when I get started. I hope I won't make too many mistakes. Just like, you use the raw meat cutting board for the vegetables, or you know, you left the fridge open for too long, and now you have to chuck all this produce. And I'm just like, it's my first day. It's my first day. It's my first day. Can I not destroy the kitchen? It's my first day. I should get like a degree of latitude or something. So I just gotta be assertive. Thank you. I gotta do better at that. Whoa, my wrist is freaking crazy. Hey, Keely's official. Hello. How are you doing? You wish Charles Manson was still alive. See, I have a problem with that. These are the politics that I disagree with. Yes. Keeley official. Yes, I am. What is your favorite TV show? Breaking Bad? I don't know what to say. Probably Breaking Bad. Probably. Invincible, maybe? I don't know. Probably expecting me to say, oh, your favourite show is UK's RuPaul's Drag Race or something. No. I've never even seen that show. Go to Iran. No. Why would I go there? It's currently being bombed, so I don't want to go there. To be fair, Israel's being bombed as well. So, yay. But, yeah, terrible war started by Israel, so... They're calling it the Axis of Epstein versus Iran. It's a very bad war. A lot of people are dying for no reason. Well, there is a reason, but, you know, it's just to, you know, hide Donald Trump's involvement in the files. Anyway. But hear me out. Charles Manson never killed anyone. He was a cult leader who lied and manipulated people to... What the fuck does that mean? Just like, Hitler never personally killed anyone. He never strangled... What the fuck does that mean? No, they're still responsible. Like, you know... Well, what would you advocate at Nuremberg? Just like, Hermann Goring, this guy, he never personally shot down all of these freaking... He never personally bombed London. He didn't personally do that. No, but you can still ascribe guilt to them. So Dubai too. Dubai deserve to be bombed, honestly. And their face is just like, don't worry, we're going to be protected by the USA, ooh. And then they took all their best, missile defenses and just used them for their bases and Israel. So yeah, they got bombed the shit out of. And now they're stopping oil production. Now the freaking Strait of Hormuz is closed again. They're freaking, bombing a bunch of oil tankers. Oil's about to get much more expensive. What do you think of Trump? He's a very arsehole guy. He's a big arsehole. So yes, I still have snakes. I do have this snake here. At least you know what dust is. Angel dust is a drug, but also a character from Husband Hotel, so I call it the silent snake. Shh. Silence! So yeah. Freak, Trump's the best. Trump, what? Okay. Donald Epstein Trump. Okay, right. You go and believe in that. I don't get it. What? Nah, I don't. I have no idea. How's it hanging? It's hanging pretty good. It's pretty cool. OMG, you know what Husband Hotel is? Yeah, of course I do. I asked the frickin' cast of Hotel questions when I went to Comic Con. Like, why would I not know what it is? So, yeah. Happy birthday, Lily. Have a super duper happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. So, yeah, have a super duper amazing birthday and stuff. Yeah, what are you, jealous, Finch, or something? So jealous that I have loving parents and you have, Whoa. Oh my god. Okay. Dude. Says Marshmallow. I refuse to take you seriously. Tell me about it, Plasma. It's harder than you think. You think it's going to be, oh, hey, sunshine and rainbows, but it's actually you have to work for a living, so it's not good. And make YouTube videos. I have a lot of side businesses. Watching from South Africa. Cool. Hello. You're very far away. South Africa used to belong to the Africans. Then it was a Dutch colony. Then it turned into South Africa. Then apartheid. Then South Africa. Modern South Africa. Yay. I hear that Nelson Mandela's party lost recently in South Africa. I'm not sure, or I'm being stupid. I think it was because they got too corrupt and corporate and stuff. You're in UK too. I'm UK. I'm good, and I disagree with you about Trump. He doesn't like your time, no offense, but it's quite possible he is on the list for keeping under control. It deserves credit. But for keeping the war under control. But he started the war, though. I don't know what you mean. For keeping what war under control? He just bombed Iran, so I don't know what to say. He deserves zero credit. He started the war for no reason. It wasn't Iran wasn't developing a nuclear weapon. They weren't planning to attack the US. So, yeah. I mean, as far as wars go, I support Iran. I would support Iran over the USA and Israel because the USA and Israel are the ones behaving in total breach of international law. So, yeah. And I still disagree with my Prime Minister. Why the fuck are we allowing American jets to fuel our military bases? We're just putting our service personnel in danger. It's not our problem. If America wants to start a war, fine. They can get themselves blown up, but why do they have to drag us in? And the reason that NATO membership is so expensive is because the USA is just freaking starting wars all over the place for no reason. Iraq, Afghanistan, they're bombing Iran now. Brand new World War III, and no one's talking about it. It's all their fault. They should have to pay for it. just being dragged into it because we're too nice. We just need to put our foot down and say, "Ah, okay, nonce, why don't you fuck off and go to jail, please, Trump." So yeah, no, I don't give him any credit. Yeah, go storm it out. I agree. That's what put Farage in charge. Reform's actually not doing that well. I don't know if you've looked at the recent news, but it's actually doing pretty poorly. Like, I'm not sure what you even mean by that. If you want to know the party with the momentum, it is the Green Party. I'm Lebanese. That's awesome. I love Lebanon. When I saw that explosion in the capital of Lebanon, I was like, what? Do you know the 2022, the 2023 explosion? You know, the big like warehouse that caught fire. That was a big explosion. Mate, you fake. No, I'm real. Not AI. Why don't they have your textures are real? I'm very real. Why would I be fake? I have a snake on my hand. Whoa. This snake is just rocking the shit out, honestly. On a highway to hell. Bah, bah. So yeah, but war's very bad. We should not be at war with Iran, is what I'm trying to say. You a bad thing. What? I'm not sure what you mean. Stop saying what the duck. Okay. Duly noted. Ducking hell. I never said WTF. Duck's sake. Duck! Duck! Oh, ducking bell. Ducking bell, guys. Ugh. Yeah, it was a chemical reaction, Lily. Yeah, it's pretty, yeah. Pretty big chemical reaction. I think it was fertilizer or something, which is pretty bad. Is Poland in first place? Greens are leading in Norwich. The Greens second place. I don't know, like, if you look at the new YouGov poll, you've got Reform, which is down. Then you've got the Greens, which are, like, up +5. Then you got Labour, Conservative, so, you know. Greens are winning. So yeah, sure, like Reform's in first place at the moment, but like as the Green Party gets bigger, like more and more working class people are going to go to the Green Party. So yeah, the Beirut explosion. That's it. That's it. The Beirut explosion. Does Nick have a name? He's Percy, the pansexual python. Bartender in Shrek with a third. I have no idea what you mean. Do you mean the bartender in Shrek 2? Because I know that bitch, but I don't know, like, I've not seen Shrek 3. It's a pretty shit movie. It goes Shrek 1 and 2, and then, you know, the new Puss in Boots movie, and that's it. No other Shrek stuff exists, as far as I'm concerned. Looks like you did it with a Bunsen burner. Okay. I'm sorry, do I look like a burn victim or something? Yes, your makeup looks like you burned off half your face. Okay. Right. It's not like, you know, makeup requires any precise details. I know, Angel Dust, it's not fair. It's not fair, is it, Angel? I don't think it's very fair. It's a human. I reject that. I'm not a human. I'm a Homo sapien, which is basically the same thing. Don't think about it. Jesus died on the cross for our sins. Jesus! Okay, don't shout at me, please. You put that, like, in all the capital letters. Jesus Christ, forgive us! Wow, he's not going to hear you. He's, all the way up there. So he's not going to hear you from down here, unfortunately. You identify as a table? No. I identify as a bar stool. Because I like guys sitting on me. Like, no, I'm not. Why would I be a table? I don't want to be eaten off of. That's gross. Why did you chew gum like that? You're clearly an intelligent person, but chewing gum comes across as crass. And I like crass. I haven't heard crass in a while. No, I don't know. It helps with nerves. It really does, honestly. Why would I, someone who gets really nervous, not chew gum? Ew. Why would I do that, meow meow? I don't know. But yeah. Did you guys hear that World War III is happening? Did you hear this? Did you hear about this? It's called The Axis of Epstein. So America and Israel versus the entire world, basically. They're bombing Iran, and then they're bombing a bunch of other places, and then it's just like, okay. It's not funny. It's a very bad situation. You need to pull their heads in and stop bombing people. So yeah. A vomit emoji. Olivia, that's very Christian of you. How forgiving. Did not Christ say, love thy neighbour? You have blasphemed against Christ, and now you will surely pay. You will burn in the fires of hell for all eternity. Not very Christian of you. And it's very cowardly to hide behind Jesus Christ, such a moral and virtuous figure, using your own personal hatred and hiding behind Christ like a smokescreen. It's very un-Christian of you. I cannot be judged by false Christians. Cannot do it. Do you support Theorians? Yes, I do. Unlike people who call themselves Christian. There's like, I'm Christian. I hate everyone. I'm just like, you're not Christian. Shut the fuck up. You're the devil. So, yeah. Just lecturing Christians right now. I reserve the right to lecture false Christians. People who've like, you never read the Bible and just look at me and go like, did you know that God hates fags? Did you know this? Did you know that in the Bible it says God hates fags? And I'm like, wow, okay. These people make my blood boil, make my skin crawl. I am a Christian. You're a fan, you witch. That's not how you spell witch. You spelled it W-H. That's not how you spell witch. Need I say more? Can't even spell. 2 mics. Because 2 is better. Because like double trouble. Because like, you know, you can hear me okay with the first mic. But then 2 mics. 2. It's better, isn't it? It's better. It's way better. So much better. Fanboy. I can't. And that ain't that some kind of UK saying, bruv. Like fam. What's up, fam? Boy. So, I don't know. I prefer boy being spelled like B-O-I instead of B-O-Y. But, you know, if you want to spell it like that, then, you know, I'll appreciate it. But, you know, spell it the other way and I'll just like, I reject it, I reject you can't spell, shut up. So, whoa. Marcus pulling up in his Harley Davidson tonight. I haven't even seen Mike yet. You're speaking the devil. He is not here. It's all fun and giggles until they hit you with a, oops, sorry. Yeah, trans people hate, yes. I agree, Angel Dust, and that is why we need Husband Hotel. Keep it clean, vote for the Greens. We need to vote for the Green Party. We need to vote for the Green Party. Fit check, answer me. Answer me, man. Green Party. This is the fit check. Whoosh. 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 Green Party. We need to vote for the Green Party. History and provenance are behind us. We need to vote for the Green Party. We need to stab the proverbial metaphorical knife into the backs of the billionaires who have betrayed us, who have betrayed the people, who have betrayed democracy with their evil, greedy ways. We need to beat them with a stick, with the stick of justice. We need to beat them like a piñata until they explode like a piñata. And in their piñata-like benevolence, rain cash back on down to the people who actually earned it and created it and deserve it. The only good billionaire is a dead billionaire. There, I said it. I don't like billionaires, they're evil. All billionaires are evil. Sorry, guys. I'm ready off lower the fire. I'm off as well. I don't know what's happening. Do you have a hair bow? No, I have a ponytail. Ponytail. I have a ponytail. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Noctivus. For anyone listening to her, we have on tape saying, I would vote for reform. I said that so that you would shut up. I said I would vote for reform if you're an idiot, if I'm an idiot. But I'm not an idiot. I'm smart, so, you know, I vote for the Green Party. Read the Bible and understand words. Bible. Read my Bible and understand the words, meaning the words, every Bible, blah, 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 understand, blah, 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 blah. Very not. You said like nothing. That was all like waffles. That was the most boring thing to read ever. And I've read like, no, Shakespeare isn't boring. I've read a freaking, terms of service agreement for my iPhone before, and that was more boring than that. Please, could you spice it up a bit? Jeez. So for all the Christians in the chat, they're not Christians though, they're the devil. They're false Christians. I cannot be judged by false Christians. Sure, buddy. You're just gaslighting me. You're being facetious. You know that I never said anything such as that. My advice, stay away from the capital or popular areas. If the missiles breach, no worries. If you're from the UK or USA, billionaires are the most depressed. So, be a thousandaire. Everyone should be thousandaires. What the fuck is wrong with being a thousandaire? The maximum wage should be £250,000 a year. That's it. No one can work harder than that. Even if you're a fucking brain surgeon, if you're making £250,000 pounds a year, that's like enough money to freaking go on holidays all the time and live a very comfortable life. So I have to draw the line. I'm like, no, it's too much money. We should have no millionaires. We should have no billionaires. We should have no trillionaires. And, we have to draw the line before these people eat our system alive. Like the snake of evil. Just like, that's them eating our economy. Our poor economy, help. Help our economy. Oh no, why'd you say oh no? Don't you mean oh yeah? Stop throwing up on me, Joseph. It's very bad manners to just like meet someone new and then just throw up on them. I'm not sure you should be rude about what people are saying. I'm not being rude. I'm being rude against the fake Christians, the false Christians. The people who aren't actually Christian. They just come here and they're just like, did you know that I'm right and you're wrong? Did you know that? Huh? And I'm like, wow, how do you know that? Shut up. You're dumb. Like the live if you agree with me. And that those haters are just like, hiding behind religion, using it as a shield. Don't you understand if the maximum wage is £250 a year? 250k a year, sorry. Only pay about 550k in tax. The billionaires contributing millions. Okay, that's very stupid, Plasma. That's very stupid. Like, how do you think money works? Do you think I'm going to go, yes, please, we don't need taxes for the government? No, because all of that money that used to belong to billionaires would go to the people actually who earned it, the people underneath the billionaires, the people, the doctors, the cleaners, their salaries would increase massively and everything would be more equal. And we will get more tax money, by the way. How much money does billionaires pay in proportion to their earnings? Zero. Fucking nothing. Honestly, they pay like a pittance. Oh, they paid like millions. Yeah, but they fucking made billions that year. That's like a 1,000th of their earnings. They're the biggest tax cheats in history, and I have no respect for them. I do not respect them. Was that the bite of 87? If you can't tell, what is wrong with you? You need to get your eyeballs waxed. Because you clearly have a lot of hair in them. I support my religion as long as it's like not killing. No murder. Yes, everyone forgot about that though. Thou shalt do no murder, but everyone totally forgot. Ow. Just hit myself with my own water bottle. You said the maximum wage should be 250k. Yeah, I stand by that. We need more billionaires earning 1 billion a year so that we can get 250 million in tax. Not dumb 250k wage limits. Earn more, tax more, simple. Yeah, but here's where you're wrong. Billionaires aren't personally earning that much money. The only way that they can be so rich is by undercutting wages, by taking all of that money from the rest of us. Like, oh, billionaires, they work so hard. They earned £1 billion. Was it? Or was it their employees? And their employees of their employees. And their employees of their employees of their employees and their employees. Was it all of those? Like, hundreds of thousands of people below them? Who's the richest? The taxman. That's very dumb, Jordan. No. Billionaires and some like half trillionaires like Elon Musk are like literally richer than entire countries. So like, entire countries, like, some billionaires are like richer than entire countries. That is crazy, and that's got to end. Like, so yeah, that's untrue. Who's the richest? The taxman? Yeah, but at least the taxman builds hospitals. How many hospitals has the billionaires built? Please, I'll wait for your answer. Please tell me how many hospitals have billionaires personally built. So, stop being rude. Number one is forcing you to sit here and watch scroll it on. I know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it either. You have to make money. Rose said business can actually earn and make money to pay for people to pay with money. I'm not saying that's untrue and that we should have total communism. I'm not advocating for total equality. Just like, yes, this doctor who trained for 10 years to be a doctor and this, street cleaner should make the same amount of money, but they should still make pretty similar money. Because society cannot exist if you have such a disparity in the wages. By the way, it isn't like doctors who are the billionaires. It's like, hedge fund, trust fund, brat CEOs. They don't deserve all the money. They were born with money. Like, no billionaire is like self-made. Look at freaking Jeff Bezos. Oh yeah, he started Amazon all by himself, did it? Oh wait, he got a massive loan from his parents. So, but Elon Musk, oh wait, he inherited a literal emerald mine in South Africa. Oh, maybe not self-made. Oh, what about, he got a small loan of $1 million from his dad, and also a further 20 million on top of that when he was starting his casinos. So, okay. No billionaire is self-made. Green's policy is very smart, is to make the rich pay for the poor so they don't go bankrupt. Look at you talking. You sound like Margaret Thatcher, just like, yes, the homeless deserve to be homeless because they're not financially independent and more conservative with their earnings. No. Yes, I believe that the rich should pay more in tax so that we don't have homeless people in this country. If you disagree, then you're just a loser or something. Like, no, we should not have people dying on the streets in like one of the richest countries in the world just so that, some billionaire somewhere can buy like an extra yacht and an extra holiday home in Malta or something. That's crazy. So yeah, billionaires should subsidize the rest of our lives because they've got the money. And, as if they earned that money. Bollocks, did they? Bollocks to that. I'm a UK taxman. Fucked us up. Hospital treatment is free over here. Not for long, if Reform gets into power. Reform has specifically said that they want to defund the NHS and privatise large sections of it, so... Bro, I never said that. What I'm saying is getting rid of billionaires. We should get rid of billionaires. Equals losing billions in tax money. Plasma, I'm trying to explain to you. That money's not going to disappear. If we get rid of billionaires, we're not going to take all of the billionaires' money and burn it in some kind of huge Guy Fawkes money pit. Like, do you know Guy Fawkes Night? Like in the UK, do you know Guy Fawkes Night? We're not going to take all of the billionaires' money and just burn it and go like, yes, we've got rid of the billionaires, now let's get rid of all their money. No. Their money, their assets, everything they own, their stocks, their houses, is going to be taxed by the government. And who's going to be the beneficiaries of that? The poor, homeless people, people who can't afford heating in the winter, people who can't afford to eat properly, Even though they work full-time jobs, even though they work, they work and they work and they work, but the minimum wage has not increased with inflation. People are poorer now than they were 20 years ago. Fact. So, hi Jessica. Bye Angel Dust. Sorry to see you go. Hi, I'm asking you a question. Can you answer? Darren, what was your question? I can't. What was your question? Money will disappear though because billionaires will leave. Where are they going to go? To the moon? Like, if billionaires leave, we can arrest them for, felony tax evasion. I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, but if you tax the billionaires, they'll leave. Where to? If they leave, we should send them to the gulag, seriously. Gulag. We need a gulag. We need a gulag. We need to put all the billionaires in the gulag, and that will solve the problem. Where are the billionaires going to leave to? Please, sir. Please, Mr. Billionaire. We just want to tax you a tiny percentage so that we can get some of the homeless people off the streets so that we can help pensioners. Too bad. I was planning on buying a mega yacht this year. Are you stupid? Are they going to go to the moon? They go to the USA. Yeah, and yeah, the working class of the USA should also tax them. Like, why do we need billionaires in this country? Why? Like, like, the quality of life is not going to decrease because we're without billionaires. If anything, it's going to increase, okay? Aside for specific industries, very specific industries, like yacht building and freaking Rolex and designer shit that billionaires freaking, buy and shit, And all the high-end prostitutes and stuff, I guess, but yeah. You can see can you think how to see if you was, what can you see out of your elbow? I'm not sure what that means. See how to think, can you think how to see? That is very perplexing, and I have no idea what to say to that, so I have 4 snakes and a dog in the back, so thank you. Thank you, Daphne. Thank you. That makes me feel happy. Ew. Well, is this guy thing? What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what you mean. I reserve my right to chew gum. I reserve it. Bro, I don't know why I bother. I just make myself try and explain Greens. The Green Party has sensible policies, a wealth tax. And you say, let's not have a wealth tax because, because the billionaires will flee abroad. Okay. They've lived in the UK their entire life. All of their businesses are here. All of their family and friends, but they're just going to move to America to avoid paying a marginally higher tax. Is that what you're telling me? Because if you think that way, then I don't know what to say. You just don't understand economics, Plasmat. I'm sorry. If someone wanted to tax you more and you had if you were making $1 billion a year, more than $1 billion, Plasmat, and you were going to be taxed a bit more on that, even though you're still living in mansions, you've got all the yachts, you've got all the fancy cars, are you going to move to a different country? You're going to move away from your businesses, all of your family and friends, your entire community, just because you're being taxed more? I doubt it. Yes, who would want to live here when you can literally buy your own private island? But that's an argument for Jeffrey Epstein, though. That's an argument for Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, the billionaires, why don't they just own their big super boat? Why don't they make a massive yacht that they all live on and have to pay 0 taxes? Why don't they just buy their own private islands? Because that never fucking works, I'm sorry, if they're going to start their own country where they pay nothing, those places already exist. It's called Dubai. Look at places like Dubai, haven for billionaires, 0 income tax, and look at how shit those places to live. Literally, they have to use slave labor because those places are so shit. They have to have freaking Will Smith going over there, being like, "Wow, world's deepest pool, guys. Wow, I'm Will Smith. Wow, I'm on top of the Burj Khalifa," and he's just endorsing slavery. So it's very not woke of him to be doing that. I don't like Will Smith. Dubai is creepy. Dubai is very creepy. So yeah, he just goes and gives the thumbs up. Just go to Dubai. Ignore all the slavery happening. Ignore all the slaves that we import from Nepal to build all of these mega projects. Then we don't even pay them $1 a day. We don't even give them their wages. We just ship them out of town. They have to be shipped in to the city of Dubai in buses with blacked out windows so that the rich citizens of Dubai don't have to look at them because they're so disgusting. Poor people. We can't look at poor people. We're rich influencers in Dubai. We're rich, 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 rich. We're building the Palm Islands. We're building a bunch of useless shit. We're building some saltwater swamps. Okay. I want to be your slave. Danny, please. Please, Danny. No, I refuse anyone offering their services as a slave. That's no. I disagree with it. It's morally wrong. And I'm Daenerys Targaryen before she turned all insane. You don't influence anything, trust me. What does that mean, though? What? I'm not sure what you mean. Preaching to the choir. Smart. Thank you. I try. I try my best, guys. Meow meow. I try my best. Look it up. Look what up, Brandy. What are you telling me to look up? Asking you that question again. It was a very boring question, Jaron. Your question was basically, what if you think, and then like, what if you're thinking that you're thinking because your mind is thinking, and like, what do you think that I think because you're thinking that I'm thinking that you're thinking that, like, what the fuck does that mean, Darren? I'm not sure what your question was. Could you do it in a simple way? I'm not as smart as you. I'm very dumb. Like, you need to simplify it for me. What's in that bottle? Now that is a question, and it's none of your business. It's certainly not, I can't say. It's nothing. Bro's not onto something. Vote for the Green Party. What I'm saying is we all need to help the homeless and the poor. So now it's, yes. Not the people that actually have the money, that can actually make a dent in this issue. No, us ordinary working class people need to take time out of our day to help, while the rich people are just over there on their private islands for doodling, frickin', you know. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I refuse to be frickin', you know. Oh, actually, homelessness is all of our fault. It's all of our fault. We all need to do our part. No, it's the billionaires. So, yeah. Can you see how you think that you don't have the blood to think that you can see, okay, see a nobility, blah, blah, blah. That's a very boring question. Like, what does that have to do with my blood? Like, what the fuck does blood have to do with anything? Just like, yes, you do not possess the right genes. The blood magic, yes. You do not have the blood to, you know, ascend to my level of intelligence, of my ability. Like, no. Honestly, what do you mean? I don't get it. I feel like I need to take a break, guys, because my brain's scrambled from like this. I'm just being, man, these aren't even questions. These are just things designed to explode my brain. Social countries look after the people just before anything. The best countries to live are like Mediterranean countries, very laid back countries like Spain, Italy, places where people like are subsisting, sure, they're not like mega rich, but like, you know, they have good friends, good third places, good social connections. Like, it's that like, you know, enables people to live a long life, not freaking grinding for the next paycheck, working freaking 50-hour work weeks. Yes. Green Party wants to legalize drugs. I agree. Most homeless people are homeless because of drug abuse. Yeah. And instead of getting them the help that they desperately need, what do we currently do? We currently ship them to prison. So, like, you know, yes. Homeless people currently, because you're having to defend the opposite, Plasma, and you can't take this neutral third line just like, oh, I would support, you know, you're just criticizing this. Like, what would you support? What would you support then, Plasma? Like, I'm assuming that you support like the current system, just like, oh yes, you know, the homeless, yeah, they need to be treated like criminals. They need to be put in prison. Just like, no, they're addicts and they need like appropriate help. And by having a wealth tax, we can provide them with the resources to do that. You don't have the bloody obtuse, blah, 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 distinguish, blah, 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 consciousness. Like, you know, what the fuck is this? You don't understand consciousness. What is consciousness? Are we conscious? Is atoms have sentience? Like, what are you talking about? So you're saying you need to help them, we should just give them legal access to tons of drugs. Plasma, now you're straw man in my argument. I said assistance and help to addicts. When I say we need to provide help and support to addicts, does that mean that we just freaking throw some cocaine at them and go, oh, give them some cocaine, they'll be fine in the morning? Yeah, we shouldn't be throwing like drug addicts in jail. No, that's not what I said. By legalizing drugs, you take drugs out of the hands of the cartels and the criminals. The second that drugs are legalized in this country, Plasmat, the second that drugs are legalized, suddenly all these criminal organizations that have like, you know, a monopoly on drugs, suddenly they don't, because suddenly, oh, normal businesses can, you know, manufacture and distribute drugs to a higher quality as well. They can manufacture them to a higher quality and a higher degree of, of purity. You don't get all of these negative health effects like, heroin cut with all these like poisonous substances. No, now it's taxed, it's regulated, it's legalized. Now, they can be manufactured better and also they can become cheaper. Not that we'd want them, some hard drugs like, heroin and cocaine. Of course, you shouldn't be able to go into your local Boots pharmacy and just go, oh, can I have cocaine, please? No. When we say like legalize, we don't mean freaking selling in Boots. No. For certain drugs like marijuana, yes, you should be able to get it like alcohol. Alcohol is much more dangerous than marijuana. Much more dangerous than marijuana. Alcohol kills way many more people than marijuana by like a factor of at least five times more people. And that's just because like marijuana is freaking illegal and people are over and they can't go to the police. If marijuana was freaking legalized, alcohol would kill 10 times as many people as marijuana. Like, I'm sorry. It's just like, it's like nothing. It's not even as dangerous as alcohol. Like, it should be fully legalized. But with drugs like cocaine and heroin, we have a treatment center, a hospital for like all the homeless addicts. They can come in, they can be supervised as they take some of their drug. And in that environment, they're much less likely to overdose. They're given controlled proportions and it's for free and they can have it any time. But they have to take it there. That way, they will be safer. They will be less likely to die and overdose. And they will be given appropriate portions. Meanwhile, they could just get freaking, 10 hits a night on the street by like doing a bunch of bad things. So yeah. The special shop where you get a doctor's prescription. That's what they do in Switzerland. I agree with Switzerland and also Spain. Switzerland and Spain did this. I know that, those countries, there are bad results recently, but that's mostly because they legalized them and didn't put proper care into the treatment of addicts and stuff. So it's obvious we're never going to agree. I'm sorry. I just don't understand what's so hard to get, Plasma. Like, if you care about the homeless addicts, and believe me, I think you do, why would you not advocate for giving them, proper treatment and taking drugs out of the hand of the bad, evil cartels who currently have a monopoly on them? Because the second that we take drugs into the mainstream, suddenly people don't have to worry about being arrested. People don't have to worry about going to the police. How much crime is unreported, like, sex crimes and stuff, and also other crimes because of drugs, because, if they went to the police, they'd be like, oh, do I smell a little, you're going to jail, mate, seriously, you're going to have your life ruined. Thank you, Leslie. I'm just saying the war on drugs has failed, and instead of it being an issue for the police to deal with, which puts a lot of effort on the police, which puts a lot of, we should introduce more public health professionals and community organisers. Like, we need to give the police like less stuff to do relatively. Of course they should still go after like crime, but we need to fill our communities with more public health experts, more people who can actually on the ground work with addicts and get them through their coping through their journey of being off drugs, which I believe that should happen, except with harmless drugs, but only with hard drugs. I'm talking about like heroin and cocaine and stuff. So of course I remember you. So nice listen. Yes, you got to have a sensible drug policy, and that's what the Green Party has. That's why we've got to vote for the Green Party. We've got to register for the Green Party. I'm going to become a member of the Green Party. If you want to become a member of the Green Party before me, so you can rub it in my face, then go and register for them. They only charge, what is it, freaking, for people with really limited income, they only charge like £5 a freaking year. But other than that, it's like a freaking, tenner or like £8 a month like subscription fee. That's less than freaking Spotify or like YouTube or something. So I'm sorry, but it's the fact that when I'm homeless, people shoplift. They only shoplift because they're homeless. But that's the problem with homelessness. I'm saying that we should get rid of homelessness though, Plasma. Like, people who are in houses that have a job, that actually have stuff to lose, are they going to go and commit all these crimes? They're going to shoplift. Homeless people, I'm not saying it's totally not their fault, but how are they going to survive? Are they just going to die on the street like cold and hungry? Or, oh, I'm freezing to death outside on the street. I need to go in there and steal some clothes. I can't afford to pay for them. I'm like, yeah, that's crime, but you can understand where the homeless person's coming from. Like, as far as crimes go, it's not the worst crime. How much reform membership is like £20 a year? Far more affordable than the Greens. Well, that's because reform is mostly made up of billionaire donations, Plasma. I don't know if you know this, but more billionaires have donated to reform than any other political party in UK history. All of UK history, I'm talking Labour, freaking Conservative, all of those parties, no one has ever received a higher amount of donations than Reform UK from billionaires, proportionally speaking. Now, do you think that this is going to be the party of the working class that's going to make things better for working people, that's going to end 0-hour contracts, end unpaid overtime, end all of this nasty shit? Like, why? Because Reform are just stooges of the billionaires. They have no policies. The only policies are divide and be hateful. Just like, oh, you know why you're so poor? It's those immigrants over there. Oh, you know why you hate the world? It's because of those trans people over there. They're the real enemies. Well, of course, because Reform wants to build businesses. What else do they want to do? They want to, let me help you out, they want to cut billionaires' tax rates. They want to, if you're a billionaire and you freaking fund Reform and it gets into power, you're immediately paying like half as much tax as you were currently paying. So, rebanned, rejected, or fucked. That should be what happens to, Yeah, of course, the Green Party is the party of the working class. They're made up of individual donors like us. Seriously. We need a party not polluted by big politics. The Green Party is the only party that does not accept huge donations from corporate sources. Let's just call them what they are, donations. Billionaires are bribing the political parties, I'm talking Labour, Conservatives, Reform, with huge donations that they can't say no to. Just like, oh yeah, you want to get elected, we'll give you 5 million. Just parrot our interests, just parrot our talking points when you get into power. That is wrong. Zach Hypothesis, ladies' breast, search it up. Could you just explain it to me, please, Plasma? I'm Yoni Trump in the clown land. Trump is a clown. He's been to Epstein's Island. He has done very bad stuff, and there are videos and pictures of him doing this bad stuff with his best friend. His words, not mine. Jeffrey Epstein. So, yes. He is a massive clown. But yeah, I support Zach Polanski. So, a gay Jewish political leader. When have we ever had this in our history? And we need to get him into power. Trans rights, exactly. That's what I mean. Against Reform. Yes. Who lie about being the party of the working class when they're actually the party of the billionaires. Zach Polanski charged a woman on the promise that he could hypnotize her into thinking her breasts were larger in 2015, I think. Right. Okay. Like, even if that's true, like, what the hell? Okay, bye, Arrow. Even if that's true, that's not going to affect my support of him. What, am I supposed to think that he's incredibly sexist for doing that? Like, it sounds funny. It sounds like a bit of a laugh or something. I could tell you some stuff that Nigel Farage did. Did you know that Nigel Farage, when he was at school, he was freaking, he went to private school, by the way. He was privately educated. His parents were rich. No one knows this. He's not a person of the working class. He's an aristocrat. Nigel Farage, the aristocrat, he freaking marched a lot around his boarding school back in the day, singing Hitler youth songs and freaking, Sieg Heil and stuff. Like, are you going to bring that up about Nigel Farage, or are you just going to say, oh, Zach Polanski, he thought he could hypnotize women into thinking that their breasts were bigger? And I'm just like, So you support Nigel Farage, a person who literally said that Margaret Thatcher is his most admired political leader. Gets into office, he's going to privatize everything, just like Margaret Thatcher. Look it up. So it's crazy, Noctifus. It's like the biggest conspiracy ever. Sounds like sexual harassment. Yes, well, okay. Paying something for that's impossible. Okay, I'm saying even if that is true, okay, sure, it's like, not the best thing, but would you rather vote for, someone who did that 10 years ago or someone who's a racist now, honestly, who's unapologetically racist and Islamophobic? I don't get it. Hope you didn't lose views. Ciao for now. No worries. Doesn't matter if you lose views. If I got 40 felonies, I get 45 years in prison. Donald Trump gets to be president. Yeah. It's crazy. He should be like put life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Low-key agreeing with Zach did a terrible thing. I just want you to realise that he's not the hero that we need, that's all. He's not the hero we need, but he's the hero we deserve. I'm like Commissioner Gordon. I'm like frickin', with Harvey Dent and stuff. He wasn't the hero we needed, but he's the hero we deserve. He's the hero we deserve. This country deserves him. If he was Prime Minister, this country would immediately be transformed into a utopia. Being 2 shots away from you. What the fuck does that mean, Henry? I don't know what that means. Who is that? Zach Polanski, the leader of the Green Party. Just disagree like a cutie. I'm willing to come to a peaceful agreement here. I'm willing to change your mind. I'm willing to convince you. What news sources do you look at? Where do you get your news from? Because obviously, I'm not insulting you. You seem not to know what Reform's actual policies are. Could you name me, three of Reform's policies that you agree with and why? And then I'd be happy. You know full well which news station I listen to. If your news station is funded by billionaires, I would say you need to be aware of what bias is, because you're obviously not being given the full and complete picture. GB News, yes. GB News, the British version of Fox News, the British version of Newsmax. So, bro, I'm a billionaire, you're not a billionaire. Sit down, you're not a billionaire. Billionaires are the most paedophilic class ever. What percentage of billionaires went to Epstein's Island? I don't know, but it was a really high percentage. How many billionaires are there in the world? A few thousand? And it seems like every single one was pals with Jeffrey Epstein. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, freaking every single one you can think of. Trump, just countless. Sorry, okay, give up now, won't moan anymore. We're I'm sorry, you've agreed on our reform, so we cancel each other's votes out. It's fair for the both of us. It's not fair for me. It's not fair for me doing all this homework, doing all this education, doing all this hard work to make the country better. And you're just I'll cancel your vote out. It's fine. We don't deserve nice things. Answer me this though, would you rather vote for Labour over the Green Party? I'm just where do they come up to? Would you rather vote for Labour over the Green Party? Sure, you're going to vote for Reform, but who would you vote for second? Because that will make me laugh. I love beef jerky. Tim Honks. Elon mustn't have any more children. Because Elon Musk is just famous for proposition women and just could you bear my child? I'm Elon Musk. And he's just yeah, liberals. Canada's doing well quite now. I disagree with Mark Carney on a few things, but yes, I totally agree with him standing up to Trump like that. So yeah. I wouldn't vote if it was just between those parties. Gotta vote for what's best for the country, and the Green Party is best for the country and the people and the environment, so yeah. And I'm blackmailed Elon Tusk, yes. Of Tuskla in frickin' Rick and Morty. My headphones are hurting. Ow. By the way, do you guys see this? Long live Canada under the British Empire. You're just trying to freaking trigger me. You just try. Hey, Mike, why do you arrive, Daddy, when I'm just about to freaking go and take a break, honestly? You saw me take my headphones off. I was just about to go for a break, and now you're here, and you're making me feel bad for going to have, like, a break or something. It's not very nice of you. I do all this stuff to convince you, and it's never enough. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Maka. Busy day. Tell me about it. I had a busy day too. I went to the beach and picked up a bunch of seashells, so. Good night. Good night, Yava. That's me. Good night. Yeah, beaches are pretty cool. Mike works in NASA. He gets 10 million salary. NASA doesn't get that much money. Not even the administrator of NASA gets 10 million a year. You're thinking of a CEO, mate. NASA's a government institution. It's not SpaceX. Oh, you did gym. Nice. Bet you did a bunch of pec flyers and bench press and stuff. So yeah, files. The files are very bad and Donald Trump's in them. So yeah. And now he's started the Axis of Epstein. It's America and Israel versus the entire world, basically. They're bombing Iran. They're starting new wars for no reason. The Axis of Epstein, they're starting the Jeffrey Epstein Memorial War so that people will stop talking about Epstein because, you know, Trump has everything to do with Epstein. He's very dumb. He thinks that we're not paying attention to it. Trump thinks that we're all idiots, basically. He wants us to stop talking about Epstein, so he kidnapped the president of Venezuela. He started a war there. He's bombing Iran, starting all these wars, hoping, desperately clawing to say, maybe they won't talk about Epstein. Maybe they won't talk about how I'm in all those pictures and how I'm in all of those videos. And how I mentioned 1 million times in the files. Left here's 650. Wow. That's a big number, Mike. That's a big number. Plus I came in about a month. What did better, y'all get turned? Huh? I'll be getting in the jacuzzi later. Oh my god, fucking jacuzzi. You're so fucking lucky. Stop fucking rubbing my face in it. 10,000 emails. I know, 10,000 emails. Honestly, and no one has been arrested that's been on, like, you know, no one's been, like, arrested, like, you know, for their involvement with Epstein. No one, absolutely no one. Prince Andrew was arrested, but he wasn't arrested due to anything to do with Epstein. He was arrested for corruption because he was a massively corrupt royal dickhead. So, you know, no one has been arrested because of Epstein. Do you know why? Because they're all rich and powerful people. They're all rich and powerful people. Yeah, I'm entertained here too. That's cool, bottle. That's cool, bottle G. That's cool, butter. That's cool. But yeah. All of these people, all of these billionaires that spent years raping, torturing, murdering children. And we have, like, we have so much evidence of them doing this. And I'm sorry, how many of them have we put in prison? Let me check. 0. That doesn't sound right. What about all the evidence? Oh, they're rich. Oh, they didn't commit any crimes. They're rich. No, they're not normal people, okay? They don't have to obey the law. They can do grievous, depraved things and no one notices, no one cares. They're rich, they can get away with it. They have money. They have the best lawyers ever. They never spend a night in jail, honestly. And that is terrible. That needs to end. We need a wealth tax. And we need to get rid of all the billionaires. We need to liquidate their assets, take hold of it, put their assets into the public purse and redistribute them. We can end homelessness, put way more money into national healthcare for everyone. Also, we can build, like, everyone houses. Like, you don't have a house. Here's a council house. Free, you know? Or heavily discounted, you know? I believe that we should build houses and give them to homeless people for free because it costs us a lot of money having homeless people. People don't even realise the only reason that we have homeless people is because it's a byproduct of capitalism. Because how are you going to get all the workers to fall in line? How are you going to get the workers to fall in line if they're threatening strikes? They're threatening higher wages. We can't pay the people who work at my company higher wages. What are we going to do? We'll threaten them with homelessness. Oh, you don't like it? You can go and be homeless. You can go starve and die under a bridge somewhere. No, that's got to stop. We need to have no homeless people. We need to be like Norway or Sweden or Finland. We need to be like Finland. I'm a landlord buff. Landlord abuse is making me sad. Unfortunately, we will always need landlords. But I do believe that, landlords can be much better regulated and bossed around by the public. We need people overseeing landlords, predatory landlords who hike up their rent, who drive their tenants to, madness and poverty. Those need to be ended. So if you are a landlord, Plasma, and you treat your tenants decently well, then I support you. But if you're a predatory landlord, well, then we're having a different discussion entirely. Okay, I'm a good landlord. Thank you. Maybe I'll see you later. Good night. Leave the argument. Okay, I'm glad that we agreed that reform is shit and that you need to vote for the Green Party. I'm glad that you verbally agreed that you need to vote for the Green Party. Thank you. Canada can improve on homelessness. There should be no homelessness period. It would cost nothing. Nothing to get rid of all the homeless people in America. It would cost 10 billion to actually just build them houses, cheap houses, not massive, family detached houses, but cheap houses, cheap council houses, 10 billion to end homelessness in America. How many homeless people are in America? Broken charity, gobby kids were thrown off yachts. Yes. That is a shame, and that also goes back to Epstein, but Can in chat on my... What? That? Oh, okay. You said it like that, so I wouldn't read it all at once. Well, yes, I can. I would love nothing more to, especially on the jacuzzi. But yeah. Anyway, I need to have a break, because I'm falling apart here. I need to have a freaking 10-minute... I'm not going to lie to you. Probably a 10-minute break, and then I'll come back. But yeah, it's just because I haven't had a break in for ages, for evers. So yeah, I'll be gone for 10 minutes, and I'll be back. Better than ever. And I hope that's okay. Daddy. Shut up. You're making me blush, Daddy. Ooh. Okay. Thank you, Randy. I know I'm the wisest person ever. I know this. I'm mucho wise. I'm mucho good. So, yeah. Cool. Okay. Bye. See you in 10 minutes, guys.